Good evening, everyone, and welcome all of you to this wonderful session which we are going to do on our channel here, that is Creative Corners channel. And I hope that you can hear me properly. Yes, I think you can hear me, and we are good to go. Today, we are going to solve lots of puzzles because until now we have looked at some interesting other things also, but today I have decided to solve some puzzles with you. And apart from puzzles, we will be discussing how to solve the puzzles, what to see in the puzzle. I'll be explaining each and every one of the puzzle which I will be solving along with you. So let's see what we can do today. On chess.com website, there is a function called as puzzle rush survival, and that function we'll be using today. This is the chess.com's website, and the board is there. You can see who is on the move on the right side over here. That white is on the move means the position will be there. There will be also one indicator that who is on the move. Below my name you can see it, white is there on the move or not. Here I guess you can see it over here. Okay, Yash is also here. Yash Agarwal, good to see you here. So our target is to solve maximum number of puzzles as we can, and we'll be having only 3 chances to make any mistake. So you can tell me the answers here, and let's start it then. So yes, you can tell me, like in this position white is on the move, what will you play? See, whenever you are solving any puzzle, then you should understand that it always starts with check, capture and threat. Okay, it means that CCT is there, and check, capture and threat is there. So there will be a check in the position. First of all, you should calculate these things. Then there might be a capture in the position, or there might be a threat in the position. So first things first, we should see that what is there. See here, you can definitely capture over here on e8 the rook is being supported by only one queen, and we have 1 and 2 attackers. So on the chessboard, this is also very important, that whenever you are going to capture something, you should see that you have more number of attackers than the defenders. So definitely white has more number of attackers, so he can capture on e8 and the rook will be free of cost. So the first move, first answer is just capturing on e8, and that's it. We are going to capture queen also, and we are piece up. So the one puzzle we have solved, you can see it here, right? So guys, if you are new here, don't forget to like the stream also. Okay, don't forget to like the stream, and you can even subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And one more thing I want to tell you, that Unacademy has one event which is there on 31st of January, that is Creative Corners timeout event is there. The link is given in the description. I will also be having I'll also be having one session over there on that day. So guys, be there at 9 o'clock on 31st of January. You can register for it. It's completely free for everyone, and my session will be there for 1 hour in the morning time, 9 to 10 on 31st of January. And just click on the link given in the description and you can register for it free of cost. Okay, so yes, Jefferson is also here. Hello Jefferson, good to see you here. Okay, so now we'll continue over here. Black to play is there. What to do in this position? As we know that we should capture, we should see CCT, check, capture and threat is the thing. And here definitely we can capture the rook over here. So we'll go for CCT, means we'll just capture over here rook into this, and we can capture the queen here, and it's a winning position for us. Again, we can think about the check, capture and threat, and here what can we capture? Always remember, the capture will be there. The capture will be there related to the hanging pawns, the hanging pieces, or you can say even say like the piece which is not supported, the pawn is which is not supported. Here the pawn on c3 is clearly not being supported by anyone, and if you see the capture over here, the bishop can capture here, and that's how you start your things. Here if you calculate number of pieces on the board, then 1 2 3 are there, 4 5 6 pieces are there from the black side. White is having 1 2 3 4 5 pieces, so it means that black needs to save this bishop which is being attacked by the queen. So we have to play simple move, that is bishop into c3, and we get the pawn over here, and we are already piece up in this case, correct? So now again the knight is being attacked by opponent's bishop. Here you can see that the black to move is there, which is written here. So we need to figure out what to do. Well, our knight is being attacked, and as I said, like, we should always think about three things first. Is there any check? Is there any capture? Is there any threat? Threat मतलब क्या है कि like पोजीशन में आगे जाके आपको जो करना है next on the next move, whatever you are going to do is called as the threat. कि मैं ये करूँगा, that is the threat you are talking about. So here the knight is being attacked. So if you think about the check over here, so knight can jump to e2 square. By knight jumping on the e2 square, we are attacking here e2 square, I think. Yes, knight e2, not f7. Knight e2. Vijay Raj, you are absolutely right about this thing. Knight will go there, and knight can capture, means it is a knight 4. The bishop as well as the king both will be attacked. Absolutely right, Vijay, if you are talking about knight going to the e2 square. So if we play this move, we are going to capture the bishop on d4 on the next move. See over here, okay? So I'll play this move, and now I'll capture the bishop. Okay, he is trying to get the pawn past pawn, but we can just capture it here. Never forget about your opponent's moves. We'll capture. So we have solved some 4 puzzles until now. Now again, he is attacking the piece over here. Okay, this queen is pinning over here, and it seems that black is in trouble. But if you pay attention to the position a little bit more, then you will understand that we can give a check. So guys, can you please find out the check in the position, because we should always think about the checks. Although this rook is attacking here, the rook cannot move. This queen is there, which is supporting here. Is all the squares over here, it is controlling the g1 square. The king cannot come here. So if we can find out a check, then black can actually win the game. So where is the check? Can you get it? I hope you will get that check. I hope you'll get that check. Okay, I'm waiting for your answer here, and let me know. The answers over here are always welcome, guys. Your answers are always welcome. And rook cannot capture. That's why I say, like, this queen is there, which is pinning the rook, so the rook cannot move, and capturing the rook into g2, it is not a check. We need to find out a check, Vijay. The check cannot, means the rook doesn't work in diagonal. So if you are going to give the check, it should not be the rook's check, it should be the bishop's check. Means bishop can come over here, capture the pawn. We should think about the captures and checks. So bishop will capture on g2. Okay, so once we capture bishop into g2, it is a check and mate. Okay, I hope you got it. Now again, in this case, we will think about the check, capture and threat. All the puzzles always have some kind of check, capture and threat ideas. And one more thing I want to tell you, that the puzzles are usually related to the weaknesses. Okay, so here black is having the back rank weakness, that there is only one piece which is there on this back rank, and we need to take care of this thing. If the king goes in the corner, then if the queen comes over here, then it's a check and mate. So how will you force this king to go into the corner? That only we need to figure out. Once the king goes into the corner, then we have this queen to c8. Rook will capture here, rook into c8, and then we again have this rook going to c8 square, and it should be a check and mate. So did you get this thing? Right to play. What will you play? I hope you will get it. Yeah, queen c7 is not a check and mate. After queen c7, the thing is that king will go here, and here now we need to play queen to c8. Rook will capture, and then rook will capture. So the queen sacrifice was there, and we checkmated just like that. So here the threats are there. The knight is going to capture the queen. The knight is also attacking the rook, and this queen is also attacking here. But vice versa, this queen is also having some kind of attack on the queen on b5. Okay, so both are having the attacks over there, and you can say that this rook, if it moves, then the queen on b5 will be captured, because the queen on b5 is not having any supporters from behind. So we should always see these kind of things. Okay, I can understand this thing, that if you want to capture the knight over here, that is okay, but capturing the knight will not solve all the puzzles, all the problems for you. We need to see what are the other possibilities in the game, and other possibilities here, it means that the queen on b5 is being indirectly attacked by the queen on e2. All we need to do is like just remove this rook from the path, and the queen on b5 will be hanging. So we need to start with the forcing thing. So the check is the most forcing thing on the board. So we'll start with rook c1, rook f8 check. Rook will capture over here, and then we'll capture the queen into b5. Fair enough. Did you get this one? Please let me know if you are getting this one, the checkmate which I talked about. Guys, I am going to explain everything, and if you are new here, don't forget to like the stream, okay, and subscribe to the channel also. And we have one event which is free of cost on Unacademy's Creative Corner. The link is given in the description. It is on the 31st of January. My session will also be there in the morning at 9 o'clock. All are welcome there, because I will be talking about 7 opening tricks and 3 middle game tricks there. I hope you will enjoy with me, and let's continue then. So I'll just give this check, rook f8 check, and then I will capture the queen over here, which is a free piece. Now we are on a brand new position. White is on the move, and what to do? Well, our pawn is almost going to queen, and but if you queen the pawn, then you should also see that the rook can capture over here. But capturing the rook will not stop anything, because our queen as well as the rook are already there on this open h file, right? So we can do something over here, that we can push the pawn, queen the pawn, he will attack, he will capture the queen which we have created, and then we will capture that rook on h8 with our queen, and it will be a check and mate, because once our queen will come on the h8 square, it will control all the squares, there will be a check, so the king cannot go anywhere, and it should be a check and mate. Guys, are you getting it? Please let me know. You can give me a thumbs up over there in the chat if you are understanding. Don't be shy about this thing, okay? Don't be shy, not at all. Let me drink a little bit water, so that till that time you can tell me. Okay, I hope that you are getting it. So I'll push the pawn. Okay, good, Vijay. I'll queen the pawn, and now I will just capture here, and it's a check and mate. Now what to do? Here the clear-cut thing is there, that the bishop on b5 is hanging, and as we know this thing, that we should start with the check, capture and threats. Here, what check can we give, what can we threaten? The tactics always come on the squares or the pieces which are not defended, okay? So what we should be doing here? Here obviously one thing is that the check will be coming only from two sides. One is like we can give the check with queen to this square, but the knight will just capture our queen. It is not a good idea. Another check in the position is this check, and that is actually the best check in the position, isn't it? Because once we give this check, it means that we are not only giving the check but also attacking the bishop on b5, correct? So we should start with this check and just grab the bishop on b5, which is a free piece, which is not having any other supporters in the position, and that's it. Check, and the bishop is gone. Cool. We have solved 9 puzzles till now. You can see we have done flawlessly 9 puzzles, and now we are going to go a little bit further also. चलो अब क्या करेंगे हम इस पोजीशन में? अपोनेंट का पॉन बहुत आगे तक आ चुका है. इट इज जस्ट गोइंग टू क्वीन ऑन द नेक्स्ट मूव, बट his king is little bit badly placed, and if we start with the check capture threat, then we have this check. King has only one move, and then what to do? Well, after that I think the pawn is not going to queen just like that, because our rook is there which is controlling this square. So maybe we can capture the rook on a1, which is a free rook in this position, isn't it? Can we do this thing? The rook on a1 is a free piece, and we can capture over there. Just let me know. guys, थोड़ा तो मुझे you can answer something so that I will also feel like okay, you are also solving with me, because this is puzzle solving session with you. If I want to solve the puzzles by my own, then I can solve it without the stream also, but the whole point of streaming is I want your like support also. I want that you should also get involved in this and enjoy with me. Okay, so just let me know the moves which we are talking about, and that will be fun. Okay, so guys, whoever is new here, don't forget to like the stream also, because the more you like, we'll get more viewers, and they will also enjoy here, because I'm trying to explain the main fundamentals of solving the puzzles, how to solve, how to approach them, and everything. And if you have any doubts, you can even ask me any questions related to chess, and I'll be very happy to answer your questions. So feel free, guys, just be a little bit communicative there in the chat, and make the best out of this stream. Okay, so rook will go to this g1 square, the king must come, and we'll just capture the rook. That is all that we wanted. Now here in this position, the queen is there, the king is there, and this queen is attacking this queen, and this is the only piece, the king is the only piece which is supporting the queen. So here our other rook is also being attacked. King into e7 into rook, king e2. Yes, Vijay, I think you are right about that thing. The rook should go to this square, and the king, if captures, then we can capture the queen over here, and it should be rook g7, king e7, rook into rook, something. Yeah, correct. So here we can even play rook to this square, g8, deflection. देखो चेस में और एक टैक्टिकल पैटर्न रहता है, उसको बोलते हैं डिफ्लेक्शन. मतलब एक चीज मीन्स वन पर्सन, फॉर एग्जांपल वन पर्सन इज गिविंग द सपोर्ट to another person, like who is holding on to another person, but the person which is giving the support to the another person is distracted, then we can just win, or we can just snatch something from his hand. So it's just like this king is there, which is standing there, we can distract this king, and the support will be gone from this queen, and we can win the queen free of cost. Okay, so the capture is there in this position, but the capture will not be good for you. We should think about the other things also. So the check, and we can capture over here, and it's a win position. Now it is quite easy. The bishop is there, this queen is there, this knight is there. So if you think about the capture, then definitely this capture is there, but that capture is not going to help you. But if you think about the check, then knight can jump over to this g5 square, giving the check, as well as attacking the queen on e6, and that's how we are going to win the queen, because the bishop cannot capture here. There is a pin on this file. Okay, on the f file the pin is there, because the queen is standing on the f file, the king is there on f7 square, bishop is there. So we just play knight g5 and then grab the queen. So we are queen up, and that's it. So here now black is on the move. What we should be playing in this case is also very important. The queen over here is there, the knight is here, the bishop is attacking the knight. So the normal play can be to just moving the knight somewhere, but moving the knight is not going to help you that much. Here you need to play more precisely. So the check should be thought. So the check in this position is from here as well as from here, but giving the check from the h4 square is more better, because once he will play queen h4, he might play g3, but after g3 you can even see that the rook on h1 is not having any support. So we can capture knight into g3. If h into g3, then we will be getting the rook on h1 free of cost. Correct? So guys, once again let me know if you are having any trouble in solving this. आप मुझे हिंदी में बात कर सकते हो, हिंदी में लिख सकते हो. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है कि सिर्फ इंग्लिश में बात करेंगे. हम हिंदी में बात करेंगे, हिंदी में देखेंगे हम क्या होता है. तो यहाँ पे देखो, ठीक है, चलो आप में से कुछ लोगों को हिंदी में ज़्यादा समझ में आता होगा, तो मैं हिंदी में बात करता हूँ. तो क्वीन से h4 चेक देंगे, एंड उसको g3 खेलना पड़ेगा. फिर नाइट से g3 मारेंगे, और ये मारने के बाद ये हाथी जो है h1 का, वो फ्री में मर जाएगा. तो हम इस तरह से प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देंगे. चलो नेक्स्ट sometime I will be talking more in हिंदी. तो देखते हैं हम क्या होता है. क्या कर सकते हैं इस पोजीशन में. देखो ये नाइट जो है, इसको कोई सपोर्ट नहीं है, ठीक है. और हम हमेशा, जैसे मैं बोलता हूँ कि सीसीटी टेक्निक का यूज़ करो. सीसीटी मतलब चेक, कैप्चर और थ्रेड. कोई भी पोजीशन में चेक दे सकते हो क्या, कोई भी पोजीशन में कुछ कैप्चर कर सकते हो क्या, या कोई थ्रेट दे सकते कि इसके तरफ ध्यान देना चाहिए। तो द क्वीन इज देयर विच कैन गिव द चेक हियर, द बिशप नीड्स टू गो हियर। तो अब ये बिशप पीछे चला जाएगा तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं इसके आगे, देखो ये नाइट है, नाइट यहाँ से यहाँ जंप मारेगा तो क्वीन और ये नाइट दोनों मिलके F2 के ऊपर अटैक कर रहे हैं, ठीक है। अभी ये बिशप जो है वो ओपन हो जाएगा, तो बिशप इज ऑल्सो गोइंग टू कैप्चर ऑन D4, तो D4 का नाइट अटैक हो रहा है, ऑन F2 का अटैक हो रहा है, और इन दोनों चीज़ों को वाइट सपोर्ट नहीं दे सकता है एक टाइम पे। तो द आंसर इज क्वाइट क्लियर, वी जस्ट नीड टू प्ले दिस एंड वी विल बी विनिंग द गेम आफ्टर नाइट G4। अभी उसने इसको बचाया है, क्योंकि क्या हुआ, अगर उसने नाइट बचाता इस पोजीशन में तो क्वीन इंटू F2, किंग H1 के बाद क्वीन इंटू H2 चेकमेट हो जाता था, राइट। सो व्हाइट को चेकमेट नहीं होना था, इसलिए उसने F2 को बचाया, बट F2 को बचाया तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं, हमें नाइट जो है D4 का वो फ्री में मिलने वाला है। सो विल जस्ट कैप्चर द नाइट ओवर हियर विद बिशप इंटू D4। ओके, फेयर इनफ। सो अभी तक 14 पजल्स हमने सॉल्व कर दिए हैं, 20 पजल्स सॉल्व करने का मेरा इरादा है, और मे बी मोर देन दैट विल सॉल्व, लेट्स सी। आप में से किसी को भी कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा हो तो मुझे ज़रूर पूछे। विजय, यू कैन आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस, ओके। आई थिंक यू आर द वन हु इज़ क्वाइट कंसिस्टेंट हियर। और अभी देखते हैं कि क्या होगा। अभी देखो रुक जो है किंग के बहुत पास में है, ये पॉन भी है H6 पे तो वो बहुत पास में है। ये रुक की जगह थोड़ा सा इमेजिनेशन करना चाहिए, ये रुक की जगह अगर यहाँ पे क्वीन होता तो ये चेकमेट हो जाता, करेक्ट। तो हमें इस मूव से, इस पोजीशन से रूक को यहाँ से डिसअपियर करना है। सो हाउ विल वी डिसअपियर द रूक फ्रॉम दिस पोजीशन, वी नीड टू फिगर इट आउट, ठीक है। तो अभी रूक को कैसे निकालोगे, एक तरीका है कि हम रूक से बिशप को मार सकते हैं, करेक्ट। सो रूक से बिशप मारने के बाद किंग से बिशप मारेंगे, किंग से रूक मारने के बाद क्वीन यहाँ पे आएगा G7 पे और चेकमेट हो जाएगा, करेक्ट। सो रूक से हम ये मारेंगे, फिर वो वहाँ पे, और क्वीन G7 चेक एंड मेट। बहुत ईजी था पजल, हमने इसी तरह से 15 पजल सॉल्व कर दिए हैं विदाउट एनी फ्लॉ। दिस इज अ गुड आइडिया, गुड थिंग दैट वी आर प्रोग्रेसिंग। अभी देखते हैं इस पोजीशन में क्या हो रहा है। हमेशा वीकनेस को देखना चाहिए, ठीक है। वीकनेसेस को नहीं देखोगे तो फिर क्या होगा, ठीक है। सो द वीकनेस इज देयर दैट द नाइट ऑन D4 इज बीइंग अटैक्ड बाय 1, he is supporting 1, but we have another attacker also on D4. सो तो एक बात तो तय है इस पोजीशन में कि हमने अगर नाइट को मार दिया बिशप इंटू D4, तो बिशप इंटू D4 क्वीन इंटू D4 के बाद ब्लैक वहाँ पे पीसअप हो जाएगा, मतलब उसके पास एक बिशप ज़्यादा रहेगा। तो इन दिस केस अभी ब्लैक का मूव है, तो ब्लैक ने रुक इंटू बिशप, नहीं रुक इंटू बिशप कहाँ मारेंगे, बिशप इंटू नाइट मारना चाहिए। बिशप इंटू नाइट मार दोगे तो फिर गेम खत्म हो जाएगा, क्योंकि क्वीन से बिशप मारने के बाद हमारे पास एक एक्स्ट्रा पीस है बोर्ड के ऊपर। वेरी गुड। सो अभी देखो उसने क्वीन C6 खेला है इस पोजीशन में, और अपने क्वीन के ऊपर अटैक है। तो हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है, हमेशा देखो कि अपोनेंट क्या करना चाहिए चाहता है। तो इस क्वीन से इस क्वीन के ऊपर अटैक है, करेक्ट। सो हमारा क्वीन कहीं ना कहीं मूव करना पड़ेगा। हम दो चीज़ें कर सकते हैं, एक तो इस पोजीशन में क्वीन को मार सकते हैं, या फिर हम इस नाइट को मार सकते हैं। नाइट को अगर मारेंगे तो देखना जरूरी है कि अपोनेंट क्या खेलेगा। सो इफ यू कैप्चर द नाइट ऑन A5 देन ही विल बी वेरी ग्लैड टू कैप्चर द नाइट ऑन B5 विद द क्वीन। और पोजीशन में अगर सोचोगे कि कितने पीसेस है कितने क्या है, तो 1 2 3 4 5 6 है वाइट के पास, और ब्लैक के पास 1 2 3 4 5 6 है, करेक्ट। क्वीन इंटू क्वीन इज बेटर, बिकॉज ये नाइट जो है अपना B5 का वो बिशप के ऊपर भी अटैक कर रहा है। वेरी गुड विजय। तो क्वीन इंटू क्वीन मारेंगे हम, नाइट से क्वीन मारना पड़ेगा, एंड देन नाइट इंटू D6 विल बी कमिंग। सो क्वीन इंटू C6, नाइट इंटू C6, एंड देन विल कैप्चर द पीस ऑन D6 विच इज अ फ्री पीस। सो दैट्स व्हाई विल प्ले दिस मूव, ओके। वेरी गुड विजय। नाउ हियर व्हाट इज देयर, अपोनेंट ने F3 पे क्वीन खेला है, और F3 पे क्वीन खेलने के बाद क्या हो रहा है कि अपना पॉन जो है वो इसके ऊपर अटैक कर रहा है। तो पहला कैप्चर हमने देखा, राइट। क्वीन से नाइट मारना गलत बात है, क्योंकि पॉन से मार देंगे, पर पॉन से पॉन मारने के बाद एक चीज हो रही है, इफ यू सी दैट थिंग दैट द पॉन विल बी कैप्चरिंग ऑन C3 स्क्वायर आल्सो, ठीक है। इसके ऊपर भी अटैक कर रहा है, एंड द क्वीन इज अटैकिंग ऑन द नाइट हियर, ओके। क्वीन इज अटैकिंग ऑन द नाइट ओवर हियर। सो वी कैन जस्ट कैप्चर C into D4, और दोनों में से एक पीस तो बचने नहीं वाला है। So just capturing on d4 is going to win. Okay, उसने एक इंटरमीडिएट मूव खेला है पर हम इसको मार देंगे. उसने ये भी मूव खेला पर हम टेंशन नहीं लेने वाले हैं क्योंकि क्वीन से नाइट मर ही रहा है. Although this knight is attacking two pieces, we don't need to worry. We can just capture queen into e5 and it's winning. Good. So until now we have done some good things. We have solved some puzzles. Now black is again on the move. What to do? ठीक है, तो थोड़ा विजय आप अगर हो गए तो इस पोजीशन में थोड़ा सोच के मुझे बताओ कि क्या करोगे. आपके पास एक एक्स्ट्रा पॉन है यहाँ पे, मतलब कम पॉन है, एक्स्ट्रा व्हाइट के पास ही है. व्हाइट के पास रुक भी है तो इसका मतलब है कि व्हाइट स्ट्रांग चाहिए. बट जब भी आपके पास कोई पॉन रहता है और वो बहुत पास में रहता है क्वीनिंग स्क्वायर के, तो आपके जीतने के चांसेस बहुत बढ़ जाते हैं. तो ये पोजीशन ब्लैक टू प्ले है और जरूर जीतेगा ब्लैक. सिर्फ आपको एक अच्छा मूव ढूंढना है इस पोजीशन में. So which move will you play in this case from the black side to win the game? चलो बताओ मुझे क्या होगा इस पोजीशन में. See here it's quite easy that we can give this check, the king needs to move, then we'll push the pawn, and then again we will push the pawn and queen the pawn. It's quite easy, right? And another thing is that after this check, let's suppose after this check, if he plays this, then we are going to give the check. King anywhere it moves, we are going to queen the pawn and check. But after the check, if he goes king c8, तो knight check के बाद रुक मर जाएगा फ्री में. Suresh, yes, Suresh d3, yes. I mean to say d3 is the best move. Knight check and the rook on d5, sorry e4 as well as the king on f1 will be in attack. Yes, Mantrala is here. Good to see you, Mantrala. Good evening, good evening. Okay, it's good that it's always pleasure to have you here. Let's solve some puzzles. I am here to, and you came at right time. We have already solved 18 puzzles in puzzle survival and we'll be going a little bit further also. So I should go with this check. Okay, if we push the pawn then rook will come here. ठीक है, तो अभी ये नहीं करना है हमें. मैंने जैसे बोला था कि नाइट 4 का अगर आ रहा होता, इसको बोलते हैं नाइट 4. जब नाइट दो पीसेस को एक ही साथ अटैक करता है तो उसको नाइट 4 बोलते हैं. तो नाइट विल गिव दिस चेक एंड वी विल कैप्चर द रूक ओवर हियर एंड नाउ वी विल पुश द पॉन एंड हमारा पॉन पहले क्वीन बन जाएगा. करेक्ट. सो नाउ वी आर एट दिस पोजिशन. तो क्वीन इज देयर. Guys, I'll be quite glad that if you also tell me the answers. I'm here for listening to your answers, so I will wait also for a while before telling you the answer. So be a little bit quick so that we can solve the puzzles and we can do more fun also. And if you are new here, don't forget to like the stream because your one like will definitely help us to reach more people. So just like the stream so that we will reach to more people and more people will join us and they will also enjoy a little bit of puzzle solving. Okay, so here the queen on c6 is being attacked by this queen, but rook is also supporting over here. Very good. Rook d1 deflection, absolutely right. Suresh as well as Mantrala, you both are right. Rook d1 check, and if he captures over here then we'll capture the queen. So we should start with rook d1 check and he has played this move. So here one thing is that we can capture the rook over here. If he captures this and then we can come back with our rook, we'll be one rook up. So very good. 20 puzzles. Very good, guys. Very good. Now here black 2 plays there and the back rank checkmate problem seems to be there, which is quite clear in this case. The back rank checkmate is there. How do you get that back rank checkmate? That's only we need to find out, right? So here we should always start with the check, captures and threat, and it also stands quite true over here also that the queen can give this check on f2. King has only one square and then we can give another check. We'll capture the queen and then rook will capture the queen and it's a mate, isn't it? Just let me know if I am right about this thing. Yeah, queen f2. Very good, Mantrala, you are absolutely right. And we give this check. Very good, Suresh also. And it's a mate. 21 puzzles, guys. Very good. Vijay is also right. देखो यहाँ पे दिस रूक इज एक्चुअली अटैकिंग दिस टू नाइट्स, राइट। ये दोनों नाइट्स में से ये रूक इस नाइट को सपोर्ट कर रहा है, तो ये रूक भी है अपना C8 का, उसके ऊपर अटैक है, तो there will be a fork by the bishop over here, but we need to find out something. The connection is there between this rook and this knight. There is some connection is there, so if we can get that thing, then it will be quite good. Let's see whether we can get it. Let's see. I'm waiting for your answer. The rook on C8 is being attacked by the rook on C1, so maybe here in this position we can do something, and then it will be more easy for us. So what to do here? The rook is obviously can capture on C1. This rook can capture over here, and here I think we can find out a good move by which rook takes rook and then bishop b2. Absolutely right, Mantrala. The rook takes rook and then the bishop will come to b2 square, and we will be attacking here as well as here, and white cannot really escape from this thing, so we'll just capture here, check, and now the bishop comes here, and now we capture this, and we are piece up here in this position. Very good, very good guys. 22 puzzles we have solved. It means quite good thing. Very good. Now what to do? Well, this position looks just like the typical knight fork thing. The opponent's pawn is attacking the knight on g4, so we can do something in this position. Okay, Mantrala, see you in 5 minutes. See you in 5 minutes. What to do here? The knight is being attacked, but we should be alert with the tactics. We should start with the capture, or we should think about the check, or we should think about the threat also. So here black can definitely give some threats. If you can see that the knight can jump over to f2 square, attacking the king as well as attacking the knight. Oh right, Suresh, absolutely right. Rook can capture on e4, rook e4, and then knight will come on f2, and it will be a knight fork and winning position. Very good. Rook will capture over here, and then we give this check, and then we capture the rook. White is winning. So we have solved 23 puzzles until now. That's a quite good number. And now this rook, bishop is controlling this square and as well as this square. So this king looks a little bit badly placed over here, and definitely we can take some advantage in this case. So how to take advantage in this case, that only we need to figure it out. What to do from black side? There is a checkmate I can already sense over here, and if you start with the check, if you start with the capture and the threat, you will definitely get this answer. So the technique is quite clear. I am always repeating this thing: check, capture and threat, check, capture and threat. That's what we need to do in our games also, in order to be always alert for the things which are there. So here we can capture on something. The check, if you want to give, then definitely there is only one check that rook can capture here. But if you might say that our rook will be free of cost, but if you see a little bit one move ahead, many times what happens is like we think about something and we just leave that thing, but we should not leave it just in that case. We should go half a move ahead, because Gary Kasparov used to say that he always sees half a move ahead than his opponent. Okay, so here the move can be rook into h2. Yes, very good, Suresh, absolutely right. Rook into h2, king into h2, and then rook h8 is a check and mate because of all the things. Very good, very good guys, nice. So now the queen on a5 is hanging. The queen is being attacked by this rook. These are the things which should be spotted very quickly. Okay, as soon as we get the position, we should spot these things. And the rook is attacking the queen on d2, and there is some indirect attack is there. The queen is in the same diagonal of this queen, so if this knight moves, our queen on d2 will be attacking the queen on a5. So we need to find out a good move in this position, where to jump with the knight, so that we can get something in this position. What will we play? Come on, tell me. I hope you'll get this one. the knight can jump over something. In that meantime, you will get one move. You'll get one move, and with that move you can win some material. So knight d5, absolutely right, Suresh, you are quite strong player. I think knight d5 will be jumping, queen will capture d2, and then we have the intermediate move, that is knight into e7 check. Nobody can capture the knight, the king must move, and then we can capture rook into d2 and white will be piece up. So knight d5 is the key here. Okay, he has captured this thing. We don't need to capture the knight because we have this queen free of cost over here. So we'll capture queen into a5 and that's it. Okay, fine. Now black has played that move. You are white in this position. What we need to do? Well, this position is all about the knight fork, I'll say, because I have already spotted the knight fork. This rook is there. So how to identify the knight fork? So knight fork can be there somewhere connected to the rook here. So what we should be doing? Figure it out. The knight fork is there. There might be a skewer also. So what is going to be there? I'll drink a little bit water until you tell me the answer. See, we should always start with the check, capture and threat, right? So check O is over here, then king will come here, then we can give this check, and we are threatening the rook also. So he might attack here our rook. So if we just capture the rook, our rook will be attacked and it will be captured. So the game will be drawn. Yes, game fluent, good to see you here. Okay, so the rook will go to this square on g8 check. He will capture our knight, and then we can capture the rook on this square, that is the g4 square. Yes, good evening Saksham. Good to see you here, guys. Don't forget to like the stream, because the more you like, more people will also join us. So here we will go to this check, and he will come here. We give another check, king will come here, and now here if we just capture the rook, then he will capture our rook here. The rook will come over here and we can capture the g4 one. Yeah, these are the all quiz. Gia Singh, these are the quiz puzzles. Yes, definitely. Here definitely we are all solving the puzzles over here, and we can capture over here, and then we capture the rook. Very good. So yes, hello sir Piyush, hello. Hello guys, good to see you all here. Now this is white to play. What will you play? We need to figure it out, this thing. Yes. We need to figure out this thing. What will you play with the white pieces? The king is a little bit exposed, that's what I'll say. And status lovers, hello status lovers, I am solving puzzles over here, and you can see that the white to play or black to play is there. We are solving chess puzzles. We have already solved 26 puzzles until now without any flaw. I'll just show you the 26 puzzles which we have solved is something without any flaw. Okay, I hope you'll get this one. Here we have not done a single flaw until now. All the puzzles we have solved is absolutely accurate. Okay, so I hope that you will also solve the puzzles with me with accuracy. So when you try to solve the puzzles in chess, we should start with the check, capture and threat. And here we can give the check to the opponent's king. Yes, Suresh, you are absolutely right. We should start with queen f5 check. The king will be giving the check. Then the king has only one square, that is h6, and then there is a check and mate with this queen f6 check, and it's a mate, right? So we should give this check, king will go there, and now we have this move. We can be tempted to give this check, but the king will run away with king g7. So we need to constantly understand what your opponent is going to do and play accordingly. Okay, very good Piyush, absolutely right. Queen f6 check and it's a mate. अब बताओ इस पोजीशन में क्या करोगे? It seems that white's king is a little bit in trouble. That's what I will say. It's definitely in trouble, and we need to take advantage of this thing. Very good Mantrala, very good. Thanks for coming back. I like it. The pawn on g2 seems to be a weak pawn, and we can even threaten it something, but the queen can come here, but that is okay. The queen, even if comes there, no problem is there. How will you threaten the pawn on g2? We need to give the threat here. Sometimes we can capture, sometimes we can threaten something, and sometimes we can give the check. Here check is not that cool, because if we give the check, knight will just capture here. क्या करेंगे इस पोजीशन में? g2 के ऊपर हमें अटैक करना है, एंड हाउ आर वी गोइंग टू अटैक द पॉन ऑन g2? बताइए गाइज. डोंट फॉरगेट टू लाइक द स्ट्रीम. ओके, 10 लाइक तो बनते हैं. आज क्विज है, आज पजल सॉल्विंग चल रहा है. सो क्वीन g5, वेरी गुड पीयूष, वेरी गुड. Queen will come to g5 square, and then we can capture the pawn. And if we place queen f2, then we have knight into h3 check. The pawn cannot be moving because it's a pin, and we will win the queen. So queen g5 is the best move. Queen, I know that he is going to play the queen, and now here in this position we capture the pawn on h3, and it's a win. Very good. And now we win the queen. Very good guys, 28 puzzles. Very good, good going. So now what to do? Very good. Until now you have done a great job, that's what I will say. And now we need to go a little bit further also. The queen over here is there on a7 square, rook is there, the queen is attacking here, and the queen is also pinning the pawn on f7. If the queen is not there on a7, then either one of the rook will be falling, because we cannot capture the rook over here right now, because if we are going to capture, the queen is actually pinned, so the pawn cannot move. And if queen is not there on this a file, the rook on a3 will be hanging. So the main thing is that this queen is doing double duty. डबल ड्यूटी चल रहा है क्वीन का, तो क्वीन को जितना ज़्यादा प्रेशर डाल सकते हो उतना डालो, क्योंकि जब भी कोई ओवरलोडेड हो जाता है, मतलब दोनों हाथ में कुछ है, मतलब दो नैयों पे पैर रख के कोई चल रहा है, तो ऑब्वियसली वो गिरने वाला है. रुक a8 सुरेश ने बताया है, क्या बात है. रुक a8, नारायण इज ऑल्सो सजेस्टिंग रुक a8. डेफिनेटली वी कैन प्ले रुक टू a8, क्वीन इंटू a8. अगर मार दिया तो रुक इंटू a8. If we captures rook into a8, then we capture the rook into a6. Very good guys. So we'll go to the rook a8, and that's it. We are going to win the queen, followed by this rook is also hanging. Very good. Thanks for making it 10 likes also. It means a lot, because this is the beginning of everything, I feel, and you are supporting the channel. It's a big thing. Thank you very much guys. So I can already sense that there should be a checkmate, because this rook is there, this rook is there, and this queen is actually on this diagonal. So what we should be doing here? We should be doing something on this diagonal. The pawn on d5 is hanging. We have 2-3 moves. One is like we can capture here, but capturing here directly is not a good idea. Knight check के बाद ये queen 3 में मर जाएगा, तो knight 4 का आ रहा है, तो हमें वो pawn अभी मारने की जरूरत नहीं है. Maybe we can capture the, yes, absolutely right, सुरेश. हम पहले rook g1 check दे सकते हैं. Rook will capture here, then we can capture the pawn with the check. उसके पास दो आइडिया है. f3 खेल सकता है, g2, रुक g2 खेल सकता है. f3 खेला तो queen into f3 check, रुक g2 खेला तो queen into g2 check and mate. No, sack for 2 queens is not needed. We can just checkmate our opponent. Mantrala, I hope you are getting it. So we'll play this move, rook g1, and then this check, 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 mate. Cool, बढ़िया था, राइट. अब देखते हैं इस पोजीशन में क्या करेंगे. 30 पजल्स सॉल्व कर दिया दोस्तों, without any flaw. That's a great thing. Piyush is also telling me the correct answer. Very good. Suresh and Piyush, you are doing great job. Mantrala, you are also catching up. So what to do here in this position? I think in this case we can adopt to the battery thing. We can adopt to the battery. कैसा battery लगाएंगे इस position में? That only we need to figure it out. Come on, battery is related to the bishop and the queen, right? Here, just check it out. This knight is being attacked by the queen and the bishop. The bishop over here is being attacked by this bishop. So क्या करें इस position में? We can give some threat. We can give double threat actually in this position. Queen into e4. Exactly, Suresh. We can play queen into e4. If we play queen into e4, we are giving this threat of queen in checkmate. And also, this queen will be attacking the bishop on b4, so we'll be getting one extra bishop. He doesn't have any time to capture the bishop on d2 और हम जीत जाएंगे. Very good, very good, and we win the bishop. और ये मार देंगे. Very good, Mantrala. I think Mantrala, you need to refresh the page because we are already on a different puzzle. अब क्या करेंगे? What to do in this position? I think this is going to be a check and mate puzzle. This is going to be a check and mate puzzle. Piyush, bishop into b4 pehle nahi, queen e4 was the answer. I think there is a checkmate is there. See, in this position, if you capture on f2, then king will come here, and we cannot capture on d2 because the bishop on c1 is there supporting the pawn on d2, although knight is also attacking. So we need to figure out a way to remove this defender. If the defender is not there, then we can checkmate. कैसे डिफेंडर को कैसे हम रिमूव करेंगे? नो, क्वीन f2 is not a good idea guys. Queen f2 is not a good idea. पहले क्वीन f2 खेलोगे तो गलती हो जाएगी. We need to figure out a better way. First move should be better move. Bishop into bishop कहाँ पे आ रहा है? Rook c1. Yes, Suresh, you're right. Rook c1 should be played here. I think Mantrala, you need to refresh your page. Rook into bishop, and then queen into f2 check, king d1, and then queen into d2 is a check and mate. Very good. So rook will capture over here. Oh, but this is a pin, guys. I forgot to tell you this is a pin. So we need to do something about this first. Maybe queen f2 directly is a good idea. Maybe if this is one of the good ideas, but if this bishop is not there, then it will be doing some wonders. That's what I felt. But this queen is also attacking, this knight is also attacking here. So what we should be doing? Rook is pinned. Yes, Narayan, rook is pinned. I also realized. So maybe this check, king will come here, and then we need to capture over here. The knight we should capture because our queen is being attacked. And if he captures back, then we can play something like queen f6, attacking this rook as well as threatening this. But he has this check, we can play this, he can give this check, king will come here, and there is no check after that. So it should be good enough for us. I think, yeah, we can play like that. If the bishop moves, then we can win. Yeah, I think queen into f2 is a good idea, very viable idea. So I'll go for queen into f2. Should I go for the queen into f2? I think we can play this. And now here we need to capture the knight. Once he captures here, then we can play queen f6 back. The idea is to play knight f2 check and attack the rook as well as capture the rook on a1, which is a free piece. Yeah, no, but if we capture here, then he will capture, and then the rook a8 check is coming. But if rook a8 check comes here, we can play this move. It is little bit confusing. We need to figure out a way. What we should be doing. I think bishop needs to capture on b5. There is no better alternative. Okay, give the check. We can come back, attack the queen, and if he gives the check, then the bishop will come back. And there is no kind of a check. No, but we can play our king also. If we play our king, then he is there. So I think we need to play this move. And we are winning. Cool. 32 puzzles we have solved. Cool, guys. Cool. We have solved this one. I was a little bit skeptical about this thing, whether we will be able to solve the puzzle or not, but we have solved it. Now I think the rook on h1 is not having any support, so this looks quite good. We give the check and then capture the pawn on f2, followed by we'll be capturing the rook on h1. What do you think about this one? What do you think? Can we do something about this thing? Because other moves, I don't think that those moves are that much cool. We can go for this knight force and then we will win the rook over there. So I think we should go for this. There is no better alternative. Yes, knight d3 check. Yes, Piyush, I also think so. Knight Mantrala, you mean to say knight d3 check only, I think. Yeah, so we'll go for this. And now we will just capture over here and it should be enough for us to win the game. And we capture the rook. Very good. 33 puzzles, guys. We are on roll today. We are on a roll. We are doing amazing puzzles today. Now this is mate in 2, guys. You can tell me how will you checkmate white's king in 2 moves. Let's see whether we can get this one. Mate in 2 moves. Guys, I think many new people are here who are watching it. Don't forget to like the stream, guys, and support the channel and support this stream also. Okay, never forget about this thing, because after this puzzle I want to show you something. As the reward, there is one function is there, means one event is there on 31st of January, and everybody is welcome to the function over there. I just want to show you some of the things on that function which is there. Bishop f2, king h3 and rook h4 check and mate. Very good, Suresh, absolutely right. We give this check and then this is checkmate. Okay guys, before we go further, I want to show you a simple thing. I hope you will give me some permission to show that thing. Just 1 minute and I'll be there to show you. Okay, the thing which I want to show you is a timeout event is there. So that timeout event is, yep, okay, this is the timeout event I wanted to show you. Okay, here in this timeout event on 31st of January, which we are organizing. Okay, there are different 7 like artists, they are saying, like I am one of them. I'll be showing you Suhani Shah is there, who will be teaching you magic. She's a magician. Then subject expert financial Himanshu Arora is there. Satish Kumar will be teaching you robotics, and in the end you can see I am international chess player Atul Dahale. I'll be teaching you some interesting things. My schedule is there at 9 o'clock in the morning, 7 opening and 3 middle game tricks. So all you need to do is like just click on the register and you can register for it free of cost, and that day you will definitely enjoy. Other things are also there, poetry is there and coding is there. So whatever you want to do, we have something on that day. 7 sessions free of cost for everyone on Unacademy's creative corner. So don't miss out on this thing, and we'll be meeting very soon for that event. So I will come back to this one, and let me check where we were. We were at this position, we were solving puzzles. Okay, so I hope you will register. Yeah, Mantrala, the chat is quite fast, that's what I will say. So now we are back with this puzzle. Yeah, this is the puzzle number 35. If we can solve this one, I will be quite happy. Okay, the link is given in the description, guys. For the timeout event, the link is given in the description. You can just click on the link and register for it free of cost. Okay, okay, fine. So here what black should be doing, we can see that this is the piece, which is hanging over here, and we can even see that queen is ready to give this check. So we need to be a little bit careful about this thing. Another thing is that the back rank checkmate problem is there with the white pieces, so maybe we can give this move, and if we give the check we can go inside with this king h8 and there is no check position after that, and black should be winning, isn't it? Black should be winning in that case. What do you think, guys? Are we going to win in that case, or do you think that white can survive in this in that position? I think white cannot even give the support to the rook here. First move I am getting. Yes, rook d1 is definitely the first move, Mantrala. You are absolutely right about this move, and I think we should go for this. So I am going to go with the Mantrala's guts here. Very good, king h8, and then okay, here we have two moves. One is we can capture with the bishop, and the first thing first, what we should be doing, like we can capture over here, but knight d3 is definitely one of the best moves. If we capture with the queen, then we are getting checkmated, so we cannot capture that move. We can capture with the bishop, but if we capture with the bishop, then the rook will be hanging. So what we should be doing in this case? White has played a very nice move, but here we have a very simple move. We can capture with the rook. We can capture with the rook and we will be piece up in that case. So I think that should be good enough for us to play in this position. I think we should capture with the rook into knight. Yeah, very good. 35 puzzles, guys. 35 puzzles we have solved in less than an hour. It is a quite good record, and without any flaw we have solved all these puzzles. Good. Okay, this seems to be quite interesting. This bishop is attacking on this bishop. We can definitely play this move and attack these two pieces, but if we play d5, okay, let's suppose we play d5, then we will capture bishop into g5, queen will capture here, then rook e5 is a good idea, and I don't know how to continue after that. d5 fork, no, d5 fork is not working. Bishop into g5 is coming, guys. Bishop into g5 is coming. If the bishop into g5 comes, then queen into g5, and we don't have anything good in that case. That's what I think. Or can we play something more interesting? Bishop and fork, no, bishop into bishop, and then I think we need to play f6 move, because capturing the bishop will not help us, but he will just go back, then also it's not good. Maybe we can capture bishop into bishop first, and whatever he captures, then play d5. Yeah, bishop takes bishop and then fork makes more sense to me also. It makes more sense, so I will go for this thing, and now we will fork. Very good, Mantrala, you are on fire today. 36 puzzle, great. Good. Now maybe this might be one of our last puzzle today, and after this we need to take the leave. So guys, tell me what to do here. Suresh, yes, absolutely right. आज मजा आ रहा है. आज काफी पजल सॉल्व किए हमने, एंड यू आल्सो अप्रिशिएटेड दैट यू लाइक द स्ट्रीम एंड एवरीथिंग. I yeah. So white to move, what to do? White to move, what to do? Okay, this is a very typical of checkmate puzzle, and it has a very nice sequence. We can start with the check. All the puzzles start with the check, capture and threat, and here white, you will be surprised that white will win because his pawn will queen. White can queen the pawn. That's how he is going to win this game. Okay, the pawn is going to queen. That is the one thing. So if we give this check, black will definitely needs to play rook to b1, and now we can play something here in this position and you can win. Let's see whether you can get that thing. I will not tell you exactly, but definitely you can do this thing. Let's see whether you can figure it out. Okay, rook is over there, and rook can come on c1. He needs to capture. He needs to play h5. G captures h5, then pawn push. This pawn is also almost there to queen, but we will queen in time. We give the check, and black's king is checkmated. Very good, Mantrala. So this, okay, he has played this move. We don't need to worry. We can give this. We push the pawn, and we are in time to checkmate. So guys, 37 puzzles we have solved in 1 hour. I think that is a great feat today. And thank you for being there with me. I hope you enjoyed also. Without don't forget to like the stream before we leave. And also one more thing is like the timeout event is there on 31st of January. Don't forget to register for the event here. Okay, don't forget to register for this event which is there on 31st of January, and you will be there. It's a free event for everyone. There will be 7 sessions. You can see my session is there in the morning 9 o'clock. So be there at 9 o'clock on 31st. You can just register, click on register. It's free for everyone. Apart from the chess, we have other good like software engineers are there, then magician is there, coder is there, and many other things are there. So be there guys on 31st of January 9 o'clock. Okay, with this note I'll take your leave. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you very much.